So we got text, part 1,
Chapter 1.
Chapter 1, part 2, 1. Yeah, popcorn reading. You're up.
Revelation, time, and miracles. Revelation induces complete but temporary suspension of doubt and fear. It reflects the original form of communication between God and his creations, involving the extremely personal sense of creation sometimes sought in physical relationships. Physical closeness cannot achieve it. Miracles, however, are genuinely interpersonal and result in true closeness to others. Revelation unites you directly with God. Miracles unite you directly with your brother. Neither emanates from consciousness, but both are experienced there. Consciousness is the state that induces action, though it does not inspire it. You are free to believe what you choose, and what you do attests to what you believe.
What you do attest to what you believe. So once again, revelation is the awareness, the realization that you're one. You're already with God, basically. That's why it unites you with God. And then the miracle unites you with your brother, because you start to see that your brother is
You.
Yeah, increments, like we're incremental, even though increments aren't real either. But we see, my brother's not, they're doing the best they can, or they're not, I'm similar to them. Oh, wow, we're my brother, we're part of the same consciousness.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I'm looking and I'm seeing the reflection, I'm seeing a projection from myself of a brother. And the thing that's alive in my brother is the thing that's alive in me. Oh, wow, there is no other brother, that's me. It's this incremental thing that could happen, and it could just be revelation that goes straight to the atonement. What was that? Was it the atonement? That's similar to the revelation, semantics.
Yeah.
You are free to choose, to believe what you choose, and you do attest, and what you do attests to what you believe. So there's a saying, or a quote from, he's a scientist slash, he got into metaphysics really. His last name is Schopenhauer, I believe. And he said, a man is free to do as he will, but he is not free to will as he wills. And it's been powerful. It's been a powerful saying, because I keep thinking about that. You're free to do as you will. It's like I could do what I want, right? Free will. I do what I want. Leave me alone. But isn't it nice to think that you have free will? You can do what you want. But the thing about it is you're not free to will as you will. Because the way that we know that is because we'll be miserable wanting something else. We're willing, I will for something different than what I have. And who would do that to themselves, right? Wouldn't it be great if you could will what you will to just will what you have?
Yeah.
Then you would be like supremely happy all the time. But we don't. We will for other things. I want this, I want that. And in fact, we'll will for another thing and get it, and then immediately will for something else after we supposedly attain that one thing. And why is that? Isn't that a crazy thing?
Yeah.
Well, the Course says the reason that we do that, you are free to do as you will, but you're not free to will as you will, because the willing has been set up already. It's the shopping cart that you chose before this incarnation, right? I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. And the shopping cart that sets up the energetic pattern that pulls you in there. I have this magnet on the back of my phone, so I can stick it on the magnet thing in my car. So it holds it there. And when I put it up close to the other side where the magnet is, it sucks it close.
Yeah.
Clunk. And there's similar patterns that are going on in our life, that we're just going along, and this thing or this person comes even slightly near, and shunk, it sucks us close into these patterns. And we think, oh, I'm free to do as I will. Well, sure, but you're not free to set those patterns. At least your personality's not.
Yeah.
And the patterns are very strong, just like a very strong magnet. And they pull us into these things, and you can be cognizant of them and still get sucked into them. You know, I'm not going to get mad at my kids going to bed. I'm not going to get upset with my mom that calls me. I'm not going to whatever. I'm not going to get overwhelmed by the things I need to do. I'm going to release all my scarcity, and I'm just going to trust God and not have to stress about money, like whatever it is, right? And then over and over, those things for me are like these patterns that go shunk, and I just get sucked into this pattern, and I get the results of this pattern. I was talking to my friend David, who's a chiropractor, and he's amazing. You guys should see him if you don't have a chiropractor, because he's we call him Guru Chiro, because he's a full-on guru, which is awesome. I love hanging out with him. And I was telling him about this dynamic. I'm like, I don't know what my deal is, man. I know all this stuff, but I keep on getting angry about the same stuff over and over and over again. Yeah. And
are you as angry though?
Well, it's hard to say. Maybe there's progression.
Yeah. Sure.
But he said thwarted desire creates anger, and I thought that was profound. Thwarted desire creates anger. So it's not like desire that I surrender to. Thwarted desire, meaning I really want this thing, and it's not happening, or it's not gonna happen, and I'm pissed about it. Thwarted desire. And I'm thinking, oh, you know what, that is so true. Like, when I get angry at my kids, I want a quiet rest of the evening. I worked all day. I want to just chill on the couch with Carolyn, and once again they start yelling, and I'm like, I deal with it, and I get them to bed. Or maybe I do nothing, but I'm just sitting there stewing on the couch, right? Because my quiet is gone. My desire has been thwarted, has been rudely taken from me. And even if I seem or tell myself I'll give it up, in my mind, it's been rudely, like forcefully taken. And or with my mom. I had made a decision I'm not going to call her for a while, just because talking to her bothered me. And so what's my desire there? Like, my desire is, you're a conscientious human, and you consider other people, and you do the minimal amount to take care of yourself, as that same minimal amount to take care of yourself, at least as you would pursue other people to do this stuff for you. Like, at least that amount of effort. And then when it doesn't happen, I get so enraged because that minimal desire that I have has been thwarted. And so what is all that? Well, all that is just resistance. It's resistance to what is. And so I'm like, okay, shoot, I didn't realize that resistance, and I was just walking around in resistance, and I was feeling really angry all the time because of a different thing, and my mom added a whole new mix to it, and just because she was very persistent. And so I'm like, okay. And so I answered the phone call when she called, and she's like, hi, I just wanted to check in to say I loved you. Can I have $50? I'm like, well, if you just want money, just text me. She's like, oh, I thought you wanted me to call you and tell you, because I'm like, don't call me just for money. You can call me to check in. So she's like, how you doing? Can I have $50? I'm like, are you really 7 years old again? Anyway, so I'm like, yeah, no problem. And so,
probably, if you think of her as a 7-year-old.
Oh, for sure, she's returned to animal state. But what are the desires that in my mind have been thwarted, have been rudely taken from me? It's all the stories that we shared with each other. It's the it's the plans, right? Jared's mom shows up early. Well, what's been thwarted? Well, I had this plan of how it was supposed to be, and you have taken it from me. Whatever it was,
Yeah.
and I can't get it back now. And
It's
maybe
not even like, it's not even you've taken it from me. I had a plan to accommodate you, which makes me even more mad.
even worse, I didn't want to do the plan to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if I can realize the desire I had was the thing that I'm cherishing, that I'm attached to, and it could even be a good desire. Like I wanted you to
Yeah.
have a good time over here. I was hoping that you would have a good time over here, or I want my kids to be safe. That's the thing that makes me so angry so often, is because I want them to be safe, but they're rambunctious little boys that constantly are trying their best to hurt each other and hurt themselves. And so then I'll get mad at them, and then I'm angry at the people that I'm attacking the people that I originally wanted to take care of. So what's going on? How do I get out of this? Well, once again, a woman can do as she wills, but you can't will what you will. And so those original desires that come up naturally and fluidly and often, you can't control those. You can't control them. Well, shit. What happens now? Am I just stuck in this pattern? Maybe to an extent, but what we can do is what the Course calls forgiveness. And the Course calls forgiveness is not, I'm just going to call this horrible thing okay and let it slide. That's not what it is. It is, let's dig in to see what it really is and to realize it's nothing. I'm making a big deal out of nothing. It's not serious. Once again, serious is thinking this can lead to death. It can't lead to death. Well, why can't it lead to death? Because they're playing with scissors. Well, they're not their body.
I keep repeating that phrase in my head over and over again when I'm feeling a certain way, like, I'm not a body.
For sure.
I'm hoping one day I go, oh, that feels good.
Yeah.
Jared's been gone all week, and I don't know why I keep telling myself, like, it was so much easier when you were gone. Then I think, like, if he was really gone, it would be easier. Like, he did set up all the bikes so we could go for our bike ride.
Yeah.
He did do all the laundry this week.
Yeah.
But then, like, there's other things where, like, he thinks he's helping and he's just getting in my way. I don't know. They're little things that don't matter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how do I not care? I even said it to him. I was like, it was easier when you were gone. And after I said it, I was like, that was really fucked up.
You're like, oh. Yeah, well. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, and it's good you're recognizing too that you know that in your mind that he does do things to make things easier, but of course, like those are the reduction of friction. Like we don't recognize, like we don't like really viscerally feel the reduction of the easier stuff that have been made. It's the friction that is caused that we notice.
Yeah. Well, once again, you're free to do as you will, but you're not free to will as you will. And those things that come up, they just really come up, but there's a purpose. Is there a purpose is the first question. And I think there is. And I think the purpose of all of it is not to get what you want, which is just the first step of these things that we can get out of the Course. But the second step would be personality development, which is, hey, well, how do I become more loving? And then the last step, which the Course says is unattainable, is to realize love, to realize that you're not the body, but just that idea. The idea of it is what can help you develop and to learn how to release all these things that you will, and to learn the lesson. And what is the lesson? Well, the lesson is it's okay. So here's what I've been saying since yesterday after I met with my guru, Cairo.
Yeah, please do share.
I've been saying, actually I wrote it down, what is it? One or two things. You can either say like perfect or nice, or I've been saying yes, I accept. And yes, I accept means anything that comes is what I'm going to receive. Because my issue before was that I resist it. I resist when my desire is thwarted, even if I'm saying, I'm just going to let it go. I'm still internally resisting it. It's like, why you have to be so annoying, or why, why, whatever, right? So it's a start, right? So my mom calls yesterday after I'd made the decision. She calls. I'm like, oh man, Karen's like, well, what are you gonna do?
Don't flinch.
Yeah, no, that's right. Don't flinch. I'm like, deny. No. So I answered the phone, and I haven't answered the phone in months.
Yeah.
And she did exactly what I thought she was gonna do.
Yeah.
But I'm like, well, yes, I accept. Yes, I accept. Life comes. She does it again. Yes, I accept. Yes, I accept. Yes, I accept. My kids don't go to bed. Yes, I accept. Can I get up? Can I give up my time on the couch to put my kids to bed? Well, it's already lost. That's the thing.
Right.
So am I going to fight for this thing that doesn't exist?
Right. That's so true.
Am I going to fight for the thing and my reward is to be more miserable? Like, that's the end reward.
I don't get time with my kids. I don't get time with my wife.
I don't get it. It's gone, right? The life has given me something different. Do I resist reality? I can.
My kids are older. I look at your situation and go, man, I wish I did more of that stuff with them.
What's that?
Like taking the time to, like, I don't know, stupid things like lay in bed with them and be with them. You know what I mean? Because now they don't want to be with me.
No.
At all.
Yeah.
They want to be at their friend's house spending the night all the time.
Yeah.
Like, the other night, Charlie was having a really bad night, and she, let me lay with... She, wanted to lay with me for a little bit, and it, made me want to cry, because...
You're like, oh, my gosh. This is what it was like.
I don't get that anymore.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, all these things. Well, every one of these things is going to be different as we go along.
Yeah.
Because even now, you have what you have, and you remember what you had, and it's the same thing as me wanting something different than I have.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Of course I'm crying.
This is the way of life. I cried like a baby during church set yesterday.
You did? Why?
It's so beautiful, that movie, the
Oh.
message.
You were listening?
Yeah, of course.
You're so cute.
Anyway, what do you think, Sue?
Yeah, I really like it. And yeah, I kind of stopped obsessing, I think, over Aaron Apke, but that was one of the things that really hooked me, because he has a theory called the 3 beliefs of the ego.
Mm-hmm.
And it's exactly that. So anger, he actually associates the thoughts of ego as there's just 3 beliefs that the ego has. They all stem from a belief in lack, right? Like, because I am lacking. Sadness, he associates with the root chakra, because it's I am unsafe because I am lacking, right? And because I am unsafe, there are outcomes on the outside world that I need to obtain in order to be happy. That's the second chakra, and where anger comes from, the thwarting of that desire. So when you're believing in outcome happiness, and then that outcome gets blocked, that's what causes anger.
Mm.
And when you are kind of like go above that, the next one, the next belief of the ego is I am in control. So the like after you master getting outcomes that you want, you get this sense of like being in control of things, control of the external of your environment, and that when that control gets challenged, that's when we feel anxiety, and that's your third chakra.
I have all those on a regular basis.
Yeah, those are the beliefs of the ego that.
Okay, I know this.
Yeah. So, and then he incorporates this with like, or I don't know if it comes from Ra's Law of One, or how, but it's linked, right? Because he's a Law of One teacher, and he'll say that all of these events, you know, your children being rambunctious, your parents trying to control you, the person who cuts you off while you're on your way to something, like all of these events which make you feel sad, angry, and anxious are all catalysts. And the catalyst, just like what you were saying with the magnet, the catalyst gets absorbed through the root chakra. It gets absorbed by the root chakra, and it makes its way up. And the area where we are still
Makes its way up
needing
the chakras.
makes its way up the chakras.
Mm-hmm.
And it hits, like, so your root chakra has the first opportunity to
That's why I feel all three. Because my root chakra is not doing its job.
My root chakra is jacked up.
yeah, like it's hitting it's hitting. That's what the.
So are you saying like I know, not to get off topic, hopefully, but are you saying that like since it hits the root chakra first, finding ways to like balance your root chakra is important?
Oh yeah, the root chakra balancing is the foundation. Yeah, it's the foundation, right? And like people who don't have housing, for instance, who weren't like born into a family that like gives them the resources and end up with nothing, like end up on the street. Like they're the ones that like their root chakra is not balanced yet, or like they're still working on, their soul is still working on that. And then so he kind of does it as a progression. What happens?
Interesting. No, I was joking.
Yeah,
I was saying
joking.
they're barefoot, so
They're
grounded. But
no shoes.
Yeah.
we actually donate a lot of shoes to the homeless at our church, so they're never barefoot.
Oh, that's nice. And then I gotta say, like, because I'm not saying that everybody who's homeless is that way.
No, I know.
But the ones that, the ones that feel, because I saw like there were some interviews where like some people, they had all of that stuff. They had all of, and they're kind of like, right? Yeah. And they're not on drugs. They're not on drugs.
I know of a couple of people like that.
Yeah.
There was a guy
they're
in Santa
not
Barbara.
on drugs.
He just wanted.
And it was just like a way for them to like let go of the outcomes and the sense of control that was like, but they say, exactly. The whole theory is once you balance the three, they're your power centers, right? But those are the ones that can become blocked. Mm-hmm. And once you balance those chakras enough so that the catalyst doesn't hit those, that's when you can get into your heart. That's when you access the heart, and you can, like, you're activated basically, and then you gain access to all of the higher chakras.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
So I vibe with all of that. I would definitely like the contact for that chiropractor because
Yeah.
the reason I couldn't get out of bed this morning was
no.
because my back was hurting again like crazy.
Oh yeah,
So,
Let's do it,
yeah,
Sue.
yeah. He's
yeah.
Where is he located?
he's in Huntington,
Oh, cool.
off beach. Yeah, he's amazing. If you talk about any of this stuff with him, you might never get out.
Cool. Let's do it.
He's like, oh, he got me talking about God.
Beach and what?
Beach and Warner.
Oh, cool.
It's between. Yeah, I'll send you guys
Yeah,
his
send it.
info. He's super cheap. He's $35.
Cool.
I
Let's go.
always tell him to raise his prices, and he won't
Yeah.
do it.
Oh, I love him. That's so cute. Is he single?
He's not single. Yeah, he's hilarious. We do this Tai Chi fighting thing on Sundays.
Is that the guy that you, oh, cool. Okay.
And
I've seen him here.
there's a girl. It's not him. That's another chiropractor friend.
Okay.
But he there's a girl coming to our class for a while, and he's like, my wife's really worried. Like, and it's this like 20-year-old girl, and he's 68, right?
Oh, he is?
Yeah. And she's like, I don't know what my wife's deal is. I mean, she thinks that for some reason, like, if I leave my ring off or something, like, I'm gonna go outside and there's gonna be like a women swarming to get me still. It's very complimentary, but he's like old and.
Aww.
Anyway, he's awesome. All right.
Okay.
Thank you for that, Sue.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's very interesting stuff.
I love it.
Yeah, he recently wrote a book on it, and it's coming out, I think, this month.
Who?
Aaron?
Aaron.
Aaron Apke, yeah.
Oh, he's writing books?
I have it on pre-order. Yeah.
What doesn't that guy
Look at
do?
him go. I know. Stand-up comedy.
But yeah, he's the one that I found him on YouTube, and I listen to, and he teaches, he has his videos in like a lecture format almost, so like a playlist with spiritual intelligence, and he actually has a little series on ACIM as well, and
Yeah, he's awesome.
but yeah,
He's so awesome.
yeah,
I love that guy too.
Oh yeah, you listen to him too.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to read this next paragraph or no?
Yeah, let's read the next
Yeah.
paragraph.
Thanks for always sharing, Sue.
Popcorn.
Popcorn. Who wants to read it?
Layla does.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
read it.
Oh, you do? Okay.
All right, verse 2.
Revelation is intensely personal and cannot be meaningfully translated. That is why any attempt to describe it in words is impossible. Revelation induces only experience. Miracles, on the other hand, induce action. They are more useful now because of their interpersonal nature. In this phase of learning, working miracles is important because freedom from fear cannot be thrust upon you. Revelation is literally unspeakable because it is an experience of unspeakable love.
Because you're no longer here.
Yeah. So the revelation induces only experience because the revelation is a remembrance of being. It's more of a remembering who you are. And the miracle induces action because it's a correction in thinking, and the whole world is the result of a thinking. We've projected the appearance of the world through mind stuff. And so when we correct the thinking, it's like correcting the program that is generating the projection. It literally changes the world, right? From someone to they're intentionally harming me to, oh, they're doing the best they can. Like there was in one of our in one of our classes with Guru Cairo. We're doing this fighting thing, and it's hilarious. We're like spiritual people that are learning how to kill people fast, but it's like he just loves the activity of it, right? We're not actually trying to hurt people, except ourselves. But he's like, one of the things you have to do is, if people get into this that actually want to fight, they end up getting into this horrible world, because there's always somebody meaner. Like people go out to try to fight people in bars, and if you get into that world, maybe you are the toughest dude in the bar and you can beat anybody up. But if you beat somebody up, well, you beat up somebody else that's in a bar trying to pick a fight. Like, what kind of person is that? Well, usually they're pretty dark, and usually they hang out with dark people, and you end up maybe beating them, but then you're like walking to your car after everybody's gone, and he's there by your car with 3 of his friends, and they shoot you. It's like, or even if you get away with it, well, his family, who are they? They're like probably a family that's, a pretty dark family. That's why he grew up that way, and that's why he is the way he is in a bar, wanting to fight. And they're going to find you, and they're going to redeem their sweet little son that you beat up or accidentally killed. It's anyway. The whole purpose of the whole thing is, how are you seeing these people? Are you seeing them as doing the best they can, or are you seeing them as an enemy? If you treat them as an enemy, you create this world of enemies. But you could, in a bar, let's say, the worst case scenario, my example, someone picks a fight with you, even though you're trained, let's say you're a trained assassin, you're like, hey man, no problem. It's like, oh, of course, you bumped into me. Yeah, I bumped into you. It maybe even they try to like hit you, and you just block because you're trained, and you're like, no, it's okay. Hey, you kind of look like my brother. That's so crazy. Do I know you? Yeah, and zero resistance.
Yeah.
And
that happened to me one time.
All the while, you're deflating it, and you're actually changing reality, even for the other person.
Yeah.
In that crazy situation where the guy wants to fight.
I was at Charlie was little, and I was pulling into a gas station, and I wanted to just run in and pay because I had cash, and so, but I didn't want to get her out of her car seat. So
I'll summarize that last part. Revelation is right being. The miracle is right thinking. Revelation is experience outside the dream, and a miracle is action in the dream.